welcome to the Northern Counties East League podcast. I'm Richard Watts. I'm now joined by League General Manager Matt Jones.
Oh, hello and welcome back to the official Macron Northern Counties East League podcast, your home for all the latest from the weekend games of the Macron Northern Counties East Football League. I'm Matt Jones, the League General Manager, and we've got a packed weekend to look back on this weekend, with title races heating up, relegation battles tightening and goals flying in across both divisions. Let's start at the top, where Liversedge are now within touching distance of the Premier Division title. They travelled to second place Beverley Town and came away with a massive 2-0 victory, thanks to a second-half brace from Anthony Brown, a result that opens up a 17-point gap at the summit. Liversedge need just 2 more points from their remaining 6 matches to clinch an immediate return to the Northern Premier League and Step 4 football next season. They can clinch the title on Saturday if they win at Parkgate, or if Beverley Town fail to beat Knaresborough Town. It was also a strong weekend for the majority of the playoff chasers. Barton Town picked up a valuable 1-0 win away at Frickley Athletic, thanks to a 65th minute strike from Lewis Stevens. That result lifts Barton into third place, leapfrogging Campion, who slipped to a 3-1 defeat at Knaresborough Town on Friday night. That match was goalless until the hour mark when Ben Gelder broke the deadlock. Slater, Bark and Barnes doubled the lead, and although Chinedu Osadibi pulled one back late on, Aaron White struck in stoppage time to secure the points and move Knaresborough into the top 10. Meanwhile, Tadcaster Albion continued their push into the playoff picture with a 3-1 win at bottom side Wombwell Town. Goals from Charlie Owen, Oliver Green and William Marshall did the damage. Wombwell had equalised through Ollie Fearon, but they've now lost 8 games on the bounce and sit 16 points from safety with 7 games left. Relegation looks increasingly inevitable for them. Rossington Main boosted their own survival hopes with a 2-1 home win over Pickering Town. A penalty from Ross Hanna and a goal from Myron Gibbons overturned Suleiman Koulibaly's opener for the Pikes. Rossington are now just 1 point behind Albion Sports with 2 games in hand. Elsewhere, Handsworth dropped out of the playoff places after a goalless draw at Horbury Town, while Sheffield kept their promotion hopes alive with a 3-1 win over Golkey United. They fell behind to Alfie Wilkinson, but Danny Edwards levelled quickly and a second-half brace from Alex Hardwick leaves Sheffield just 3 points off the playoffs and, crucially, with 4 games in hand. And finally, in the Premier Division, Parkgate and Thackley shared the points in a 1-1 draw. Shay Evans Booth put Parkgate ahead before Luke Brooks equalised for the visitors. For the first time since late September, due to Friday fixtures and postponements, we had a full Saturday programme in Division 1, 11 matches in total and plenty of drama. The biggest story is at the bottom, where Glasshoughton Welfare's relegation was confirmed after a heavy 6-0 defeat at Club Thorn Colliery. A double from Luke Williams plus goals from Mark Newsham, Alex Peterson, Jordan Buckham and Andrew Wright sealed their fate. That result, combined with Athersley Recreation's 5-0 win over Louth, means that Glasshoughton can no longer escape the bottom 3. Athersley's goals came from Keenan Davis Mosley, Kane Rees, Mackenzie Paisley, Spencer Shepherd and Cyrus Rowe, a huge boost in their own survival fight. It's been a really difficult season for one of the Northern Counties East League's founder members, Glasshoughton, who've won just 2 matches out of 35 and are currently on a run of 23 games without a win. We'll be sorry to see them leave after 44 years and wish them well in the feeder leagues next season. The other 2 sides in the drop zone also suffered defeats. Nostell Miners Welfare lost 2-0 at home to South Leeds, with goals from Tyler Polworth and Rhys Evans, and Winterton Rangers were beaten 3-0 by Route 1 Rovers, where Rhys Thompson scored twice for the second game running and Zach Khan added another. At the top, Durnan District remained 9 points clear after a commanding 4-0 win at Armthorpe Welfare, with all the goals coming in the first half. Goals from Kean Guest, Adam Baskerville, Jamie Austin and Justin Circuit keep them firmly in control of the title race. Second place Wakefield kept the pressure on with a 3-0 home win over Doncaster City, courtesy of Ethan Kachosa, Elail Anku and Chris Salt. Worsborough Bridge Athletic climbed to third with a 3-0 victory over Leeds UFCA, denting the visitors' own playoff hopes. Jake Squires opened the scoring, an own goal from William Puffett doubled the lead, and Keelan Grist wrapped it up from the penalty spot. Harrogate Railway Athletics slipped to fourth after a 1-0 defeat at Brigtown, where Reece York struck the winner with 13 minutes left. That win strengthens Brig's grip on fifth place. They're now 10 points clear of UFCA, although they do still have 4 games in hand. There was a 9-goal thriller at the Victoria Pleasure Grounds as Gould beat Ilkley Town 6-3, with Nathan Perks bagging a hat-trick. And rounding off the day, Crowell Colts and Selby Town both earned 2-0 home wins. For Crowell, Henry Cook and Lee Ridley scored early against Maltby Main, while Selby left it late against 10-man Appleby Fodingham, with Harry Clapham and Jake Morrison finding the net in the final 20 minutes. That's all from this weekend's action. Looking ahead to the coming weekend, we have a full programme of fixtures. There's just one game on Friday evening, but it's a big one as 2 playoff chasing sides clash when Tadcaster Albion travel to Campion. On Saturday, our remaining 40 sides are all scheduled to be in action, and as previously mentioned, eyes will be focused on the game at Parkgate, where Liversedge can potentially wrap up the Premier Division title. We'll be back next week to see if they've done it. Until then, thanks for listening and enjoy your Northern Counties East League football.
We're at Frickley Athletic, which gives us a chance to speak to Josh and Ella on the podcast again. So I've just got a few questions to start with. What's your best game of the season so far?
Bottisford in the League Cup.
And why was that your best game?
They played really well and the score was good because we won.
What about you, Josh?
When we played Frickley and we won 7-0.
Oh, that's a handy result, isn't it? What about best goal of the season?
Tom against Parkgate.
What about you, Josh?
Joel Spence versus Handsworth.
And who's been your best player this season and why?
Mine's Lucas Robinson because he's currently our top scorer.
What about you, Josh?
Well, mine is Joel Spence because he's hard working on the pitch.
And what's the best thing about a match day?
Volunteering.
And what do you do?
I help sell the 50-50 tickets and just help out.
Very good. What about you, Josh?
Just going around playing with my friends.
And what have you thought of Frickley's season this year?
It's been good.
What about you, Josh?
Ups and downs.
Ups and downs. And what do you hope for next season?
To finish in the top half of the table.
What about you?
To be in the playoffs.
Very good. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Blast from the Past, looking at the 1995-96 season. Premier Division top 5, first Hatfield Main, second Stocksbridge Park Steels, third North Ferry United, fourth Belper Town, fifth Thackley. Bottom 3, bottom Sheffield, second bottom Maltby Miners Welfare, third bottom Glasshampton Welfare. Division 1 top 3, first Selby Town, second Pontefract Collieries, third Garforth Town, bottom Brodsworth Welfare. League Cup, Ashfield United. FA Cup, Dennerby United, second qualifying round, and FA Vars, Brigtown won the final. Next up, NCEL Talk. I'll hand straight over to host Aaron Walton.
Hello, everybody, and it's our part of the podcast to chew over what happened over the weekend. I've got Jordan, Richard, Bob, and Si, myself, Aaron. So, hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good evening.
Hello. So, what we'll do is a usual thing. It's getting to the business end of the season. Champions, playoffs, relegation. Let's have a look back at the week's football in both the Premier and Division 1 of the Macron Northern Counties East League. So starting on Friday night, because Friday night is footy night in the Prem. Could Campion cement the form? in the playoffs, a 9-game winning streak, and the prospect of a winnable game away at Knaresborough. Well, as we know, games don't go as planned, do they? And a solid performance from the men of Mance Lane sealed a 3-1 victory. Ben Gelder opened up for Knaresborough on 60. Then the dependable Slater, Bark and Barnes on 79. Ossabedi gets one back on the 83rd minute for Campion to push for the point. However, White gets a 90th minute goal for the third for Knaresborough. So they did Barton a favour, didn't they, Richard?
They did, yeah. Yeah.
So moving nicely on to, slickly put there, Barton Town against Frickley. We were there, Richard, weren't we? We had slight technical trouble, didn't we, throughout the afternoon?
Yeah.
But what did you think of the game?
There wasn't a lot in it. It was a scrappy game, but it's just all about getting the result, isn't it? And Barton always looked most likely to score, and they did get one. Good ball in from Grant Tate and a good header from Lewis Stevens.
And that's how it finished, 1-0.
Yeah.
Did you think Barton ever looked in trouble?
Not really. I thought they were fairly comfortable. Mind, I didn't think they looked like scoring either. I thought it was going to be a 0-0 the way it was going, but
yeah. I thought Frickley looked okay. A lot of young lads. Look,
yeah.
decent team. One for the future. So that was Barton. Top of the table clash between second and first at Beverley Town versus Liversedge. Could Beverley avenge the 2-0 loss back in August at the Claiborne? Well, it was a carbon copy score, wasn't it? 2-0. 0-0 at half time. And 2 from the evergreen Anthony Brown. Goal sealed it. 461 there again. So they do get, the good people of Beverley do get behind the team. However, Beverley did say on their feed that there was a lot of Liversedge fans there, which they were pleased about. So that was good. But that's 2 defeats from Beverley's last couple of games. And if we factor in that they lost again on Tuesday night in the East Riding County Cup, and I thought they might have put a slightly different team out, but it looked fairly strong. I don't know if you'd seen that. It looked fairly strong team out. So they lost on penalties. So that's 3 losses, isn't it? So, and they've got a home game coming up against Knaresborough on Saturday. So, as I say, Knaresborough, you never know what you're going to get. So, Liversedge 17-point lead now. So, what could Tadcaster do? Away at Woonwell Town, who are fighting to stay in the league. 1-1 at half time. Ollie Fearon levelling Charlie Owens opener. 2 second-half goals from the Brewers, Ollie Green and Will Marshall, dampened the spirited Woonwell. So that's Woonwell, another loss. And it looks to me like they're going down. I don't know what you guys think.
It's looking pretty bleak for him, isn't it, really?
It is. I mean, I hope they don't, but it looks that way. So Handsworth were away at Horbury Town. Another team needing the points. Jordan, were you there facilitating?
Yes, I was there. Just trying to remember if anything happened. I don't think it did. Probably. Yeah, I don't. I can only recall one shot on target maybe all game, and it was like literally 95th minute for us. Jagger on the edge of the box. If he'd hit it anywhere but the keeper, it'd have gone in. Unfortunately, hit it straight down the keeper's throat. Yeah, not much to go on that game, to be honest. A good point for us. We're 4 games undefeated now, which is good. 3 clean sheets in that period. And probably did you a favour as well again, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
Taking 2 points off Handsworth, so...
Yeah, what did it look like, Handsworth?
I don't know. Can I say what's what I'm going to say on this podcast? I don't think they'd reflected the league position. Although we could say when we beat you 4-0 a few weeks ago that you didn't anyone can beat anyone really. But we found out that the better teams are towards the bottom end of the table when we've played them. They've been our toughest games rather than the teams at the top.
Yeah, I could say that with us in some respects. We found the teams towards the lower end have really played up and played some good football. And me and Richard have said on more than one occasion, we're scratching our heads thinking, how on earth are these teams down at the bottom, haven't we, Richard?
Yeah, we have, yeah.
There's been some really good games. So that was Handsworth and Horbury. So good point for Horbury and doing Barton Town a favour. Sheffield FC having games in hand, entertain Golkey United. Another team not mathematically safe yet, but 355 turned out at the home of football to see Alfie Wilkinson open up for the Weavers. But Dan Edwards, 7 minutes later, equalising. Then 2 from the prolific Alex Hardwick, who we thought were good when we saw him, weren't we, Richard, at their place?
Yeah.
Looked pretty quick. 55 and 90 has sealed it for Sheffield. And I see they've got a new chairman at Sheffield, haven't they? FC.
Oh yes, they have. I saw that on the calendar.
Yeah, he's been all over social media. He's the gentleman who the lead singer from Reverend and the Makers. So I can't remember McClure. I think is it? I can't remember his first name.
Something like that.
Yeah,
John McClure.
John McClure. That's it. Yeah. Brother of Steve Bracknell, I think. If you know who Steve Bracknell is. So anyway, Rossington Main welcome back Ben Hunter, didn't they, in the week? 12-pound gaffer Greg Young, desperately needing the points, going into playing a good Pickering Town team. The dangerous Koulibaly opened up for the Pikes after half-time, and I presume a motivational team talk from Ben Hunter, because Ross Hannah scored from the spot, and then Oxford Street goes crazy when the informed Myron Gibbons scored a minute later to seal a 2-1 win, and much-needed vital 3 points for Rossington. Now, Rossington have got 2 games in hand over Albion. Well, they did have on Saturday. And Bottisford, who are only sort of 1 to 2 points in front. The big game on Saturday will be Rossington versus Albion at Oxford Street, won't it? That'll be the big game there. Parkgate, they drew home to Tackling 1-1. Both goals in the first half. Now, I'm going to go into Division 1, but Bob, I'm going to leave you till last because I know you're going to have a lot to say about somebody's performance. So, into Division 1. Can anybody stop Durnan District? Well, Armthorpe surely fancied their chances up in the top half. Some good results of late. But the brakes were put on, losing 3 on the bounce to Doncaster, Harrogate and Route 1 Rovers. Could they equally put the brakes on Durnan District? 324 turned up at the Mara Falcon to see what could happen, and it was all done and dusted in the 45 in the first 45 minutes for Durnan District. Guest Baskerville and Austin, and I guess Baskerville, Austin, and Circuit scored. So was that a 4-0 at the end? I can't remember. That's 4 score, isn't it?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, 4-0. So the Dern train carries on. How would the playoff contenders fare? Wakefield in second, home to Doncaster City. Si.
Yeah, no, another solid win. We as we have done in quite a few matches leading up to this one as well. Getting 2 or 3 goals in the first half to kind of get control of the game, and then the second half we don't seem to push as much. But I think that's just because I suppose once you've got control of the game, it's hard to keep sort of chasing for more goals. So a few of us got thinking, oh, we could have done with putting some more away just in case it comes down to goal difference. You never know at the end of the season. But we seem to just get 3 goals and then sit and control the game. Ethan Kachosa scored early on in the 3rd minute. Ellesmerville got the 2nd with a great finish on 11 minutes. And then the goal of the game was from our centre-back, Chris Salt, in Vincent Kompany fashion, dodging past 2 players on a run forward, a very rare run forward for him, and then unleashing a left foot shot which beat the keeper at the top corner. So
I can't believe Salty's done that.
I know. Usually he's got. I think all of the rest of his goals come from headers. But that was rolling back the years a little bit there to like the old that Vincent Kompany classic that people remember. So that was quite good. But yeah, another solid win and another clean sheet.
Brilliant. Good old Salty, that's what I say. Well done, sir. Because he had an injury early on, didn't he? This season.
Yeah, he's only been back starting now for the last sort of 2 or 3 games. So eased him back into it. But yeah, got the captain's armband back now as well, obviously. And keeping us going.
Brilliant. Well done. So we'll carry on. So Wasborough home to 6th place Leeds UFCA. And again, it was the Briggers taking all 3 points with a 3-0 win, keeping the pressure on there. Harrogate Rail played Brigtown. In for me, the game of the day. 365 in the Hawthorns to see a late Reece York goal separate the teams and a win for the Zebras. So Brigtown 1, Harrogate Railway 0. So Brigtown just keeping in there. Clubthorne Colliery put 6 past now relegated Glasshoughton. Route 1 Rovers had an away day at Winterton, already sticking 6 past Rangers in the League Cup late November. It was business as usual for Route 1 as they got a 3-0 win with Reece Thompson and Zach Khan. 59 for the season, but we'll come to Zach a bit later on. 43 in the league, 16 in the cup, but he added to that later on. Crow Colts backed up their midweek win at Winterton with another victory, again 2-0, and this time Maltby Main. Nostell softened Winterton's loss by also losing at home to South Leeds 2-0. And what a great win for Rob Landon's Athersley Rec at home to Louth Town, 5-0. 5 different scorers, 2-0 at half-time, 5-0 at full-time. A good result for Rob, who's Athersley is picking up a little bit, but they're desperately down near the bottom. Now, save the best till last. He's licking his lips, waiting to come on. Bob, tell us about Gould Town. What happened?
Gould AFC, of course.
Sorry, not Town, yeah. Oh, dear me. What am I doing?
You've just gone back 30 years, but never mind. Yeah, it was a good display on Saturday. Ollie McQuillan up on the score after 26 minutes. Then Ilkley came back. Well, it was an own goal from keeper. They put it down to the keeper. Made it 1-1 at half time. So 2 goals in the first half. Then it was a goal feast in the second half, really, where we scored 5 more goals. Nathan Perks grabbed a hat trick. He does what he does Nathan. Louis McCabe got on the score sheet, and local lad Leo Mullen. And it was a reply from Dan Coates from Ilkley to make it 6-3. So the supporters went home happy for a change, because our home form this season, I think this is our 5th match we've won at home. So it was nice to see a good display and a good win. So I say everybody went home happy for a change. And that's just put us on 45 points, so we're mid-table now.
So building for next season is the...
That's all we can do, yeah.
Yeah, that's the usual phrase, isn't it? So good win for Gould. Good Saturday night for you, Bob, while you're watching Strictly Come Dancing in a glass of wine. Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, on to midweek, Tuesday. Yes.
Did we mention Selby Town? Or did I miss that? They beat Appleby Frodingham 2-0.
They did. Yes, I completely I've got that wrote down. My humblest apologies to Selby Town and Appleby Frodingham. What was the score, Bob?
2-0 to Selby. I mean, we don't want any letters coming in, do we, really?
No, not with... I'll get chastised again for missing somebody out. So, yeah. So
what
there
a
you
crowd
go.
as well, 338.
Oh,
Yeah.
so I've got to apologise to all those 338 people. I forgot you. Selby, please welcome me with open arms. I love your club, the Robins.
Yeah.
So well done, Selby.
Good
I
game.
think that's Jake Morrison's first goal since he's come back as well.
Who's that?
Jake Morrison.
Oh, yeah.
He scored one for us before, and he took a bit of time out of football. He's gone back with Selby, and I think that's his first goal back with them.
Oh, well done. Well done. So that's everything sorted out for the weekend, isn't it? So we're going to Tuesday. East Riding Senior Cup, Beverley Town 2, Great Driffield 2. Great Driffield leading 2-0. And then 2 quick-fire goals from Beverley levelled it up 2-2 at full-time, but Great Driffield won on penalties. So, as you said, that's 3 losses for Beverley Town on succession. So, are they slipping, one thinks? What do you think, Richard? I'm not sure.
Well, it wasn't. It was a strong side. I was just looking at the side they put out, and it was a strong side they put out.
Well, yeah, because I thought they might rest a few players, but Dave Ricardo, to his defence, didn't. So we'll see how they go on Saturday.
It's always one of the hardest jobs, isn't it, to get over the line?
Yeah, definitely. So in the Prem, potential 6-pointers, 18th played 17th. Albion Sport versus Bottisford at the Irish Shea. Both needing the points, but it was Bottisford 3-0 winners, Jack McMenemy, Akira Simmons, and Scott Matthews with the goals. I'm a bit I'm scratching my head with these two teams, why they're down at the bottom. Because they've got some super players, haven't they? So I just can't. Well, it's just one of them things. So another team needing another points and win. Rossington away at Golka, but it was Golka so difficult to beat at the Sky Direct 3-0 winners. And the last game also having a bearing around the lower echelons of the table. Horbury having 5 points from the last 3 games. How did it go, Jordan, at the Roundwood?
There was a lot more to talk about this game than there was the previous Saturday, that's for sure. We started very well. Should have been 1-0 up in the first couple of minutes. Missed a great chance. Had a couple more chances in the first half. Probably dominated quite a bit of possession in that game. It's a lovely surface, is Parkgate, so you can play some nice football on there. As opposed to quite a lot of the pitches at the minute, which is not great, including ours. Then second half, Parkgate got themselves into it. Shea Evans-Booth scored from a corner, 3-man at the back stick. Probably should have made it 2-0. Well, he definitely should have made it 2-0 about 10 minutes later. He missed a glorious header from about 4 yards out over the bar. That would have probably killed the game, to be honest. But we're always in the games, Aubrey, and we never give in. And we managed to get level in the 93rd minute through our captain of the evening, Joe Angel. Great finish from the edge of the box, curling into the top corner. And then within 45 seconds, we actually could have won it. We had a 1-on-1 as young forward Emi Zondo raced through after Jagger played him through, and he kind of snatched at it and he clipped the outside of the post and went wide. So we could have snatched all 3 points there. Probably a point is deserved based on both halves. But again, another valuable point for us at the minute, which keeps our average at just over a point, which probably should be enough if that's taken into account for the remaining 5 games.
Yeah, definitely. You're picking points up. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Yeah, we're very hard to beat. Yeah, we're picking up points in most games. As I say, undefeated in 4 now. So
I think what you need to do, Jordan, is play Barton Town every week.
I would love that. Easy 3 points, isn't it?
3 points guaranteed. The way you played at our place, see you, mate. So there you go. Anyway, that was all on Tuesday night in the Prem. Division 1, again, top of the table clash at Station Road. Starbeck, Harrogate Railway Athletic versus Wakefield. Now, Si, did you go? Or was it too far?
I did.
Oh, you did?
I did.
I think I did
did.
see a photograph of you, yeah, smiling away.
Yes. Well, with 2 teams that are battling for second place in the table and trying to get that crucial sort of playoff position to have the home advantage, and 191 goals between them this season so far, you're bound to get an absolute boring 0-0. It was pretty dire from both teams, to be honest with you. There were a couple of there were chances. We hit the woodwork a couple of times in the first half. We had a free kick where the keeper kind of made a great save and sort of reached behind him, but claw it almost off the line at one point. Our keeper made a great save, probably one of his best of the season, to keep it at 0-0 before the end. And that was about it. I don't know, that pitch is a real leveler there. Except it's not level, because obviously that's the thing. It's got such a slant from left to right.
Yeah,
it makes it one of those sort of unique ones, and and I think that shows in that the fact that there's only one team that's beaten them there this season. They've only lost one at home, and I think because they know how to play on that pitch.
Yeah.
They use that to their advantage, as you're bound to do.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I don't think it makes either side unhappy to get a draw, because it keeps them both unbeaten. And yeah, battle continues for the rest of the playoffs now.
Exactly. So moving on in Division 1, Nostell played. Who did they play? They played Durham District, didn't they?
They did again.
Yeah, that was a difficult one. Was it 1-1 at half time though, and then Durham District put the pressure on, winning 3-1, didn't they? Was it Josh Dacre, Jamie Austin putting a bit of gloss on that. I feel sorry for Nostell, fighting hard. And then I've got to mention Selby Town. They played, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they played Kroll Colts and drew 1-1. So good result for Selby and Kroll there. Wednesday.
But
Yes.
just see the difference in crowd. 178 for a Tuesday night,
Yeah.
Champion League football, and then 338 on the Saturday. It's a big drop, is that, isn't it, really?
It's a massive drop, yeah. It's a massive drop. We just got to compete with all the TV and the comforts of staying inside your own hut in your house.
Yeah, if it's a cold night, people don't want to turn out, do they?
They don't know. I mean, silly sausages like me going on a Tuesday night to watch our reserves play, in a gale force wind. It was a good game though, the reserves. So anyway, Wednesday saw a big game in the Prem. As Sheffield FC vying for the playoffs, playing catch up, took on Eccleshill United. Still not safe themselves, but it was a comprehensive 3-0 win for Sheffield. All the goals in the first half, leaving Eccleshill with a mountain to climb, I think, because they are really down there, aren't they, Eccleshill at the moment? So it's a struggle for them. In Division 1, Doncaster City took an already relegated Glasshountain 4-0 to Donny. So that's Doncaster City climbing a bit. And Maltby Main playing Armthorpe. And it was Armthorpe, 3-0 victors. So Armthorpe putting that pressure on a bit. And then Route 1 Rovers, which still potentially make the playoffs, I think. A tall ask, however, still doable. Took on Appleby Frodingham, whose form is like a win a couple, lose a couple. 4-1-2, Route 1 Rovers, and another couple for Zach Khan, taking him on to Robert. Do you know how many Zach scored?
He scored a lot. I think got the
61, mate.
61 or
61,
see,
yeah.
You knew the answer before you asked the question, you see.
I did. Just to put you on the spot. I
Yeah,
thought you
thank you.
might know, but never
Thank
mind.
you for that.
But I just want to say something on that, just to put some context on the Premiership's top scorer, Nathan Cartman. He's got 29 goals for Albion, who struggled this season. So that I think that makes it all the more remarkable, don't you guys?
Yeah.
To score 29 in a team that's been struggling. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do our teams of the week first, and then we'll look at next week's games. So, has everybody got a team of the week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. I'll go to you, Bob.
Well, there's quite a few choices this week, but I'm going to go for
one.
I'm going to go for Liversedge. I mean, second versus first, a big win for Liversedge. That just sort of guarantees them promotion, I would have thought. I mean, there was looking like promotion anyhow, but that just guaranteed it, really. So, Liversedge for me, team of the week, beating Beverley on their own patch.
Liversedge for you. Jordan?
There's not really many sticking out, to be honest. The teams that have got picked up 6 points, probably you should have thought they would have picked up 6 points. I'll go Durham District. They're just a force to be reckoned with in Division 1 at the minute. Most certainly will be joining, well, hopefully us, in the Prem next season. And I think to be honest, I think they'll do really well in the Prem if they keep the side that they've got, because their front four is ridiculous, to be honest.
Yeah. So that's Durham District for you. Si?
I'll go with the other 6-pointer, and that's Sheffield. Keeping up the point for the playoffs.
Yeah. And Robert, Richard, sorry.
I'm struggling now because my two have just both gone.
Oh, right.
So moving quickly, I think I'll go for Route 1 Rovers.
Yeah. I would probably go for. I'd go for Rossington. They've struggled a bit. They've got Ben Hunter back. They won on Saturday, so I'm going to go for Rossington. They're just fighting, still fighting. That's the main thing. So we've picked all our teams. Let's have a look at next week's games then. See if we can run our eyes over them. Friday night, big game to kick off with. It's 4th versus 5th in the Prem. Campion versus Tadcaster. What do we think to that one, gentlemen? What do you reckon, Richard?
I think it's going to be very tight. I think Campion might edge it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's going to be a draw.
0-0.
Yeah.
Let's hope 0-0. So then on Saturday, We've got Beverley Town versus Knaresborough. I'm sort of thinking Beverley Town are going to get back on the horse, don't you guys?
Yeah.
Could do.
Yeah.
And then they're a tough one. Eccleshill versus Frickley. Now, Eccleshill need the points. I think Frickley are more than safe mid-table, probably building for next season. But Eccleshill need the points, don't they, gents?
They do.
Good mid-table battle between Golker United and Penistone. Two teams that have got a lot of good home support there. So I think that'll go the way of Golker. I don't know what you gents think.
Yeah, I think Gulker at home. I'd fancy them at home.
Yeah.
I've got no idea why Golker are where they are. They're the team for me that I've got no clue why they're sat where they are.
Yeah. It's a straight. There's a few teams. It's straight. Like you say, yeah. They beat us, didn't they, Richard, at home? Man, everybody beats us at home, but they beat us at home, didn't they? In the cup.
Yeah.
I know we had a bit of a changed team, but they look so good, so clinical. And
I
then
think a few players returned from about end of November, didn't they? Beginning of December.
Yeah.
I mean, Ollie
They
Ruskin
had a
went
bad
back,
run.
you know.
They had a bad run, then they brought in some players, and Ash Flynn, obviously one of them's added to it. They brought him in recently from Maltby, and he's added to the front line as well, and he's regularly on their goal sheet as well. So, I think strengthening's definitely helped pull them back, because they were looking in the relegation spots at one point, weren't they?
There was, but they're not now. But anyway, tough one. Handsworth versus Barton Town, 6th versus 3rd. Barton need a result, really, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Handsworth are going to stay in the race for the playoffs, I think they've got to win it.
Yeah. So I think Barton would take a draw, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's a tough one at Oliver's Mount. Now, here's the big one of the Saturday. Parkgate plays Liversedge. Now, if Liversedge win, and it's only a win because I think that, as Jordan said, they need 2 points to seal it, do they win the league?
They do.
Yeah.
So the champagne's on ice. The top brass of the Northern Counties East League will be travelling to the Roundwood Sports Complex, flown in by helicopter, I should think. Or Matt Jones might just go in his car. So they'll all be there, ready with polishing the trophy, plenty of brass over there. Pickering, they play Bottisford. Again, Bottisford not out of it completely, are they? And like you said, Jordan, about Golker, Bottisford squad this season, they've got some really good players in there, and players that we know quite well, Richard. And I don't know why they're struggling, do you?
No, I think they might go. I think they'll get a result at Pickering on Saturday.
Yeah. We can't at Pickering, can we? The times
No.
we've been and lost.
No.
Rossington, they play Albion now. That is a massive, massive game down at the bottom, isn't it? They both need the points. I fancy Rossington, but I don't know. I think probably might be a draw. So, and then Sheffield play Thackley. Sheffield have got quite a few games in hand. They're playing Thackley. Could be a tight one, but I fancy Sheffield there. And then Jordan, you're sort of not too sure because it's been raining. Wombwell versus Horbury. Do you fancy it if it's on?
We've never won at Wombwell.
You're joking. Wow.
No, and our away form is, besides Wombwell, the worst in the division. It's only his home form that's kept us in with a chance of staying up, to be honest. We only won twice away from home, one of them at you.
I know, thank you.
One at your place and one at last minute at Albion Sports, although we have drawn 5 times. But we definitely need to win this one. And I think the 3 points on Saturday, touch wood, should just be enough, I reckon.
I definitely think so, yeah, definitely. So that's the Prem into Division 1. Appleby Frodingham play Wasborough. Crowell Colts play Ilkley Town. Big game, this one. Dernan District versus Brigg. Brigg still need the points to keep in there. Dernan District are going for probably record points, if I'm not mistaken. Doncaster City play Nostell. Glasshoughton and Winterton. That's a massive game, isn't it? Winterton have got to win that, I think. Harrogate Railway play Clubthorne Colliery. Wakefield, you're at Nostell. I see playing Leeds University, Si.
Yeah, should be a good afternoon. Well, hopefully it'll be a good afternoon. It depends what the weather's like again, doesn't it? I think hopefully it's just gonna be raining tonight and then hopefully dried out by then.
Yeah. So it'd be is it your second visit to Crofton?
It is second one of the season for us going there, and Leeds Uni is the last team to beat us before we've gone on to the beaten run. So
yeah, be interesting then.
Everyone else will be looking around hoping that they can do it again, and we're looking thinking we want to get a bit of revenge for that one. So see what I've now said that's probably going to be a draw in it.
0-0 again. So,
but they need the points because they're pushing for the playoffs. If you that battle for fifth place is really tight. You mentioned Route 1 before. Brig, they've got everyone below them's got games in hand on Brig.
They have, haven't they? Yeah, Leeds, Clubthorne Colliery, and Route 1 have all got 4 games, I think, something like that.
Yeah, three or four between them.
Yeah.
That puts them right next to Brig. So, with Brig playing Dern, it could all be quite open again after this weekend.
Yeah, definitely. So, Louth Town play Armthorpe, Maltby Main play Selby, and Bob, you're going to the Myra Shea in Bradford to play Route 1 Rovers.
Yes, Route 1 Rovers. It's on a 3G, so it should be on. Shouldn't affect the weather. So tough. Route 1, tough match because home form pretty good in for Route 1 this season.
Yeah. Are you going, Bob?
Unfortunately not, because I've got family commitments that day, so I can't make that one.
Well, they'll probably win then.
Probably, yeah.
So, finally, South Leeds play at Athersley Rec. So, again, Athersley need all the points they can get because they're still down there. So, if we look at the tables, have we got time for the tables, Richard?
Just.
Well, if we look at the Prem, Liversedge 32 games, 80 points, just needing 2 to claim the promotion. Beverley Town 32 games, 63 points. Barton Town 33 games, 60 points. Campion 33 and 59. Sheffield, they're the team, 30 and 56. Tadcaster 33 and 56. Handsworth 33 and 55. And Pickering 31 and 47. Down at the bottom, we have Wombwell at the bottom, 16 points from 31. Rossington 31 and 31. Albion Sports 33 games and 32. Aubrey 33 games and 34. And Eccleshill on 32 games and 35. So into Division 1. Top of the table, Dernan District, 36 games, 92 points. They'll be going for that big 100, I think. Wakefield, 36 games, 81 points. Have you ever amassed that amount of points, Si?
Oh, now you're testing me. I'm not quite sure.
I just looked at that. I think you got 91 last year. You were 3 points off us.
Yeah, I know. I should know my stats, but I wasn't ready for that question.
Sorry. So I'm getting my own back on you all.
Thank you, John.
And to be fair, the year before you got 97 and you didn't go up, so...
Wow.
yeah.
That was a travesty.
Yeah, that was the year that 3 teams got 100 points. Parkgate got 107, so...
This is why I say it's such a competitive league that I do think what we should have 2 up and the playoffs. But...
Definitely. Totally agree with you there. So... Wasborough a third, 33, isn't it? 33 games, 73 points. Harrogate Real 34 and 72. Brigtown 37 and 69. And then those teams we said all on 33 games. Leeds University 59 points. Clubthorne Colliery on 57. And Route 1 Rovers on 56. And down at the bottom, Glasshoughton already been relegated, haven't they? 36 games, 10 points. Nostell 35 and 24. Winton, 36 games and 27, just holding on to Athersley on 35 games and 33 points. And Ilkley, probably safe, 36. So, have we got any... Who do we think's going to join Glasshoughton?
I think Winterton's, I mean, it's a big game from Glass out on Saturday. They need the 3 points there, definitely, because a 6 point drift for Masses. I mean, after winning 5-0 on Saturday against Louth, that was a great win for them. And they've got a better goal difference.
Yeah.
Than Winterton.
But we say all this, but then you've got teams moving sideways, haven't you? And things such as that, or teams giving up their league status and going elsewhere, haven't you? So you just never know, do you?
No,
You
there
also
might be
don't know what's going to happen with Farsley, because they're reforming, aren't they? Farsley FC.
Right.
So it depends, I suppose, where the league decides to put them, because weren't they going to be in the Prem this season?
Yeah.
Before
Yeah, they were.
So are they going to come in at that level again? Would they have to start off at step 7 and move up? I don't know where they're going to be. So they're another one to think about as well.
That's it for this edition. If you've got any news for the podcast or you'd like to appear on the podcast, please email ncelpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening.